A couple days ago, I got a package in the mail from eBay. Of course, you can see it right there, obviously, it's from eBay. And in this package is something pretty special to me. It's something that I found that I just couldn't pass up, especially at the price that it was at. And the reason why is because what's in this package right here is my very first smartphone. So, yeah, I guess we're unboxing my first smartphone off of eBay. So, yeah, let's unbox it or unwrap it. I'm just gonna cut it right here because I don't care. Now, I have no idea if this works or not. It said on the listing that it was untested, and it also doesn't come with a battery, but that's not a big deal. It was literally $5. So, like, you know, yeah. Anyways, here it is. Inside of this package. Okay, there we go, I think. I don't know. Alright, perfect. Here's the person that I got it off of from eBay. Right there. And here is the phone itself. This is an HTC MyTouch 3G. The back is missing a bit of paint, but it does not matter, honestly. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, I got this for a total of like $5, so it's really not that bad. Now, it doesn't come with a battery, but fortunately, I do have a battery that should fit it right here. This has a lot of spots on it. I don't know why. But, yeah, I guess let's try and see if this thing works. Take the back off. Okay, so the water damage sticker looks like it was red, unless it fell off. I don't really know. But, as long as it works, it shouldn't really be a problem. There's battery. And let's see if anything comes up on the screen. I can't remember if this is charged or not, the battery, but we can still try it out. And nothing is coming up, so I'm gonna try and plug it in. There we go, I have it plugged in, and there's a light up here. Now, as soon as that turns, like, to a solid orange light, you know, then I would be able to turn it on. So that's a good sign. At least it's showing some signs of life. Alright, so it looks like the LED is at a solid color now, which means we should be able to turn it on. Now, if this thing does have issues, like motherboard-wise or anything like that, I do have a white one right here that doesn't have a battery or a back that I could use for parts. And yeah, maybe I'll try and fix this one up if that one works. But this is the exact color, the exact model, and everything that my first smartphone was. So, let's turn it on. Perfect, it turns on. Okay, this is cool. Man, I haven't seen that screen in so long. There we go. Now it's turned on. Let's see if the screen works. And it does. That's amazing. Okay, cool. But yeah, here it is. I think on my first one, I had so much apps on my first one. I had a flashlight app because it has a flashlight, but you can't use it because there's no app. You can only use it in the camera. So I had an app that you would download from the Play Store. I don't even think this phone can get the Play Store. I think I just got it off the market. But yeah, I got an app that you can use the flashlight via that app. And yeah, as you see, camera works. It's a piece of garbage, but it works. This is bad. Let's try and switch it to video and see if the... What the f... Oh my god, stop. What's nice about older Android phones is that they have a dedicated camera button, and you don't even find that on newer phones, or at least most newer phones. So, you know, there's a plus side to this phone compared to newer phones. But yes, this phone is a slide phone, by the way. So... yeah, so I think it's time to go over how I got this phone in the first place and what the issues with the current one I have are. So, yeah. For starters, I got this thing back in 6th grade, and that was around, 6 years ago, so, yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about, actually. Anyways, yeah, I got it from a friend of mine for only $5, which is, ironically, the same amount I paid for this one. The one that I got in 6th grade was in mint condition. It was one of his parents' old phones that he just kind of had in his drawer, I guess. I don't know. But he ended up selling it to me for like $5. Yeah, obviously I couldn't pass that up because at the time I was using a Motorola Razr V3, as not even a daily phone. It was just a phone that I had at the time. I didn't have service until like ninth grade, but that's besides the point. The Razr was just a phone that I had back then. It was the only phone that I had. I would also like to mention one more thing. I got this phone before I started collecting phones and stuff like that. Yeah, this was my first Android phone. It was my first smartphone in general, and it was kind of cool because I obviously went from a flip phone to a smartphone, and that smartphone could still run a lot of things at the time. Can't really run much stuff now, but it's whatever. Anyways, what are the issues with the one that I have now? Well, besides the normal wear and tear, such as the markings on the front and the even worse markings on the back, such as the paint missing and stuff like that, it has an issue with the hinge. Now, the hinge of this phone is just straight up loose. I don't really know how that happened, but the front half kind of wiggles off. You can like pry it off almost. It feels like it's gonna fall off, honestly. It's really weird, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't know how it happens, you know? But yeah, besides that, the only other issue, which this is kind of a major issue, is that if you close the phone really hard, it just straight up turns off. I also don't know how that happens, but it does, and it's there. It's kind of unfortunate, but I'm hoping by taking this apart and tightening that hinge a bit, maybe it'll help prevent it from doing that. But yeah, most of the time when you just close it really hard, it just shuts off, and then you have to turn it on again, and it's weird. I don't know how that works, but it works. Well, it doesn't work. Anyways, yeah, besides that, there's really nothing else wrong with the phone. It does work totally fine besides those two issues. Yeah, I mean, the first one isn't really an issue in terms of functionality. It still works like that, but yeah, it would be nice to get both those issues fixed, but I'll work on that at a later time. But yeah, anyways, I'm super glad to have this thing back because my first one got destroyed. But yeah, there's this one now. Maybe I'll try and do a couple things with this in the near future or something. Oh, what the I forgot about that. Okay, this is a sensor thingy. It's like a BlackBerry, so you can like scroll around like that. I totally forgot these had that. Oh wow, that was bad lag. Alright. But yeah, see, you can like scroll around just like a BlackBerry on this thing. I totally forgot about that. That was like one of my favorite things about this phone. But yeah, anyways, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.